Welcome to your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by 4i, the growth and foresight analytics leader.
Hi, I'm Steve Adolph, former VP of Marketing for Cott Beverages. In putting together our 5-year strategic plan, we considered 15 different growth opportunities. 4i Consulting focused us in on the 4 to 5 very best, and it had a positive effect on our business. I highly recommend you check out 4i Consulting.
I am not at all a technical person. However, what I heard about R language at a conference late last year made it clear to me that although it is complex, it is a key emerging consideration in research circles, particularly among client market researchers. R is a free open source programming language and software environment that's used for statistical computing and graphics. R language popularity with statisticians and data miners for statistical software and data analysis has increased substantially in recent years. We asked decision analyst Senior VP John Collius to tell us about the brief history of R language and why it means more every day to the research industry.
The R language is relatively new, but it's probably about a decade to 15 years old. A statistical environment that does statistical modeling.
Okay. Now, the R language software that we're talking about is theoretically a competitor to SPSS and to SAS. Is that correct?
It could, yes, it's one of the competitors in the sense that it does all of the same things that those packages can do.
So explain to me why decision analysts and other companies in the research area have started to get into the R language. I understand part of the reason is that your research clients in client companies are starting to pay great attention to this. Explain why.
Mm-hmm. Well, one reason is that there's a broad variety of programs available to do a broad variety of statistical models. So that's one reason. The access to a broad variety of programs in one package. It's open source, so if you want to extend or expand your program set, unlike in SPSS, you buy an extra module and pay more. With the R language, you can dabble in it and delve into it and try it out without any additional expense.
What kind of background does somebody need in order to deal with the R language and learn it?
So in order to use the R language, you have to have some ability to program, not in the sense of being a programmer like programming with some of the more high-level programming languages, but to do enough programming to write the script to run the models. You have to be able to learn how to do that in the R language, and it's got its own language.
Among startup companies, the R language might be what they begin their business with because they don't want to make the rather significant financial investment in SPSS or SAS software.
The R language is something that you can use to do all the same things you can do in SPSS. And in fact, you can go to a website that's available, or to software or to books that are available to say, if this is what you're used to doing in SPSS, here's how to do it in R. But in general, it provides that ability to look into new models that you're not willing to necessarily spend some money on buying a new module for. Try it out and run it in the R language. It also provides the ability to just a broad variety of models in one place, so that you can experiment and you can look at new types of models more quickly and more easily.
Mm-hmm. Now there are thousands of R language applications free on the web, and as I said, they're free. So how does one select the right one, or the one that's going to deliver, the most?
Yeah, that's a really good question. There are people out there who there are websites available, and there are individuals who have put out tutorials that you can go to and you can read. These are the packages that you might want to use for time series analysis, or here's the packages you might want to use for cluster analysis. There are also some packages that actually combine other packages. So you can go to one modeling package for predictive modeling that actually accesses over 100 other packages that can do a large variety of models that you would have a hard time trying to go find on your own. So some of that work's done for you already. As the language progresses and more people use it, more of that will happen, I'm sure.
Tomorrow, John's going to tell us about the benefits of our language and its long-term threat to SPSS and SAS software. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored today and this week by 4i, the growth and foresight analytics leader. Have a great research day and join us again tomorrow.